On the one hand, I'm not that surprised that Holmes and Watson isn't rated very highly. For example, it has 3.9 out of 10 on IMDb, which is not a great result. However, I rather enjoyed this. I think the key thing is that you cannot take this seriously. Do not expect a highbrow, factually accurate interpretation of Sherlock Holmes. That's not what you're going to get. This is silly, it is quirky, it's creative, and I enjoyed it. Now, sometimes I don't like this kind of silly humour, but because I really like Sherlock, I like the historically inaccurate but very fun interpretations of Britain in this time period. I really rather enjoyed it, so I do recommend this. If you're a fan of Sherlock, I think you'll get some fun out of it, but I do have to say, don't take it seriously. Try not to compare it to other adaptations or interpretations of Sherlock, and just let your guard down and have fun with it. You definitely have to be in the mood for silly humour to be able to engage with this. It was released in 2018, directed by Ethan Coen, written by Coen, obviously based on the characters and stories by Arthur Conan Doyle. Brilliant cast, really brilliant cast in fact. We have Will Ferrell as Sherlock Holmes, John C. Reilly as Dr. Watson, we have Ralph Fiennes, Kelly MacDonald, the fantastic Rob Brydon. Really brilliant casting, and that definitely comes across in the quality of the acting. Some of the acting is a little bit ham in cases, but it is meant to be. The characters are meant to be a bit extravagant sometimes and a little bit over the top. Not so much from Holmes and Watson, but from some of the supporting characters, and it works really well. And basically, there's an issue at the beginning with Moriarty, and Holmes and Watson have a mystery to solve. And I'm not going to say any more than that because I don't really want to spoil it. As I said, I do actually recommend this, and I did have quite a lot of fun with it. Pam Ferris plays Queen Victoria, and I thought she was a brilliant Queen Victoria, and I particularly love her costumes. Some of the things I love most about this, the narrative itself is not that great. I'm going to be perfectly honest, but the dialogue is brilliant, very well written. The set designs are gorgeous. The attention to detail is amazing. The costumes are impeccable. I found it to be very atmospheric, not historically realistic, but very atmospheric, and I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. And this is coming from somebody who doesn't really like silly humor. I tend to prefer things to be factually accurate when it comes to this kind of thing. But I really liked it. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I think once I realised it didn't take itself seriously and it was just having fun with these characters, I was able to enjoy it a lot more. I do recommend this if you've been kind of tempted to watch it, but you've been looking at the ratings and thinking, well, this doesn't seem like it's going to be very good. Give it a go. You might be really pleasantly surprised as long as you're in the right frame of mind and you are in the mood for a film that is not the most intricately developed in terms of the narrative and not the most gripping, but it has a lot going for it. And personally, I thought it was a lot better than the ratings made it seem.